Hey, it's Milton Daily Homes, the big Friday edition, the big day before the weekend. We got like 16 properties. I'll get right to it. I'll try and make it nice and fast. So 747 Challenor is at $299. It's I can't remember the model, Ashfield or Berry Hill, a bunch of different names for them. 1051 square feet, very basic inside. Even the color scheme may not appeal to every buyer. And you know, when you look at what some of these other models like this one sell for, oftentimes more upgraded, they're in the 290s. So I don't think these guys have a real shot at this one, although there's not much for sale in that category, the lower one. Now up here in the kind of 310 to 320 range, the bigger ones, there's a ton of them right now. And so this one on Spire, it's a different model. A lot of them are the Woodbine or the Spring Valley, but so this one is just under 1,300 square feet. It's the end unit. Tends to compare price-wise with the little bit bigger ones that aren't end units. Nice looking backsplash inside the kitchen. The colors are much nicer. Wall color, everything else. They're in heavy competition right now, and I don't know if that's the ideal positioning that they'd want to be in. Frank Place, in their defense, there's pretty bad photos here, but there is a virtual tour linked up to this one, and you can check it out. 318.9, again, maybe a bit of a struggle just because of the amount of stuff going on in that price range. Now Pettigrew is at 345, 3-bedroom, 2-washroom, and it looks like there may be 2-car parking in the driveway. It's a laminate floor there. Got a fireplace built in, although that almost looks like a picture. It doesn't even look like a real fireplace, but it could just be the way the film was processed. It's okay. I don't think the kitchen's a wow. It's a 94-foot lot, so pretty decent area for kids to play. Semi-detached, when you look in the 350s, 360s, the homes are better, but I think they've taken that into consideration, and this seems pretty fair up in this range. This is probably the right price for that home. Now, Black Drive is at $359,988. It's listed as a link. And so the definition of a link is when you're sharing non-interior walls or a basement wall. So it looks like you've got complete autonomy on your bedrooms upstairs. You've got your living areas down on the main floor. None of that probably touches your neighbor, just your garage. So hardwood on the diagonal there. Looks like a nice home, decent layout, and they've certainly decorated it well. The photos are nice. Yeah, with black, sometimes you can be a little bit close to Thompson, so you just want to be wary of the road noise when you go check it out. About 1,400 square feet, and when you look at some of the townhomes selling, like a Cropside, for example, in the 340s, that price is probably in the zone. So Hobbs Crescent, 369.9. There's one just down the street at 375 that just got an offer on it. So I think that these guys are certainly positioned for success, even if you just compare on the street. Nice pond in the back. I think Hobbs is a beautiful street. Can be a little crowded with parking just because it's all townhomes and it's in a little loop. But the neighbors have all seemed nice whenever I've been there. I know quite a few of them. You got a finished basement. I believe the same model just sold over on Panton Trail. It was a bank sale. It probably didn't, I mean, it wasn't looking as good as this one, and it was listed at $349. I don't know what it sold for, but you had the lot premium here with the pond. Again, probably in the right zone without being sort of the deal of the century. It's certainly in a solid spot. So 295 Diamond is at 409. There's two of these models that are for sale, one right after the other. And I'll let you be the judge about which one you think is better. Kind of, I mean, the appliances, you can take the stuff off of here. I think it would give a better impression just with a bit more simplicity. And I don't know, it looks okay to me. I mean, you could even take the laundry basket, the fan. These are all little things that really tend to improve your results. And so there's no backyard on this one. It's a 2-car garage with a patio above. And when you look at the townhomes, and they sell for 360, 370, 380, you really have to wonder, like, is it for the couple feet difference in between, is it worth going 30, 40 extra? But the nice thing is this is really the lowest place to get a double car garage if you need one. So Seller's Path is the next one, and it's at 423, so about 14,000 higher than that one. And you've got your main level here. They've done some laminate floors, certainly a nicer kitchen than the other one. And off they go in the battle. There's some California shutters on this one. September 30th is their possession. So that we're starting to see some people that are really stretching out to the fall, trying to avoid that late summer slowdown. Now Featherstone, 442.8. Now we have a home that we just got an offer on Featherstone. Been a stubborn listing, lots of showings, just nothing really gelled with it. And so these guys have the 2-car parking in the driveway. There's no additional pictures right now, but on paper resembles ours in the sense you've got the 3 bedrooms upstairs, finished basement, broadloom here. So I don't know, there was a good sale on this street. I think these guys probably looked at that one and said, okay, well, let's see if we can do that. Really tough. Again, they're probably, I mean, being under 450 is certainly the place they want to be. Martin Street is at 459 bungalow, and it's certainly the throwback. I mean, when you look at this, you think, wow, this is like Grandpa's house, you know? You've got a home office here. It's hard to tell where things relate on this one. I think where you're looking at this one in terms of why they priced it here is definitely the lot, 56 by 184. That's a huge piece of land, and it's a busier street. I mean, it says 2 bedrooms on this one, and I don't know. I mean, I think that you'd have to see how big this one is. But tricky listing, very, very unique. It would the land value is really the thing that that would give that one the boost. So 189 McDougall, 469 Quincy corner model, nice landscaping here. And so inside you've got the 9-foot ceilings. I believe that's your living, and then it opens up to a dining. Smart here to put a little bit of a breakfast bar, a little customized thing, because sometimes the table here, depending on the size of your table, can take up a lot of room. So you've got the California shutters. That must be the family room with tile there. I think that's really going to impede their success. If you know this model, you'll know what I mean, but it's sort of an interesting thing, because someone who moves in here may not want the formal dining room in that particular room. Okay, so there is your master ensuite, and we've got the same model for sale, granite countertops, nice kitchen, hardwood floors, and we're at 475. So I don't know. I mean, these guys are, I think they'll have a tricky time just with some of the upgrades. And the other thing they did was they took the 4th bedroom upstairs and they just opened it up, which I find more people are probably interested in having that 4th bedroom actually be an enclosed room. Now Switzer, same thing. I believe this is a Quincy corner, 479.9, 4-bedroom, 3-washroom with a double-car garage. And Switzer's a fantastic street, so I think that this one, we'll just wait for the photos. Again, all carpet inside, no finished basement. There's one on Bennett at 479 with a finished basement. So again, I don't know if these guys are necessarily in the game. 661. Well, actually, I mean, before I get to this next listing, I mean, that helps us too, by the way. 321tonelli.com. 661 Armstrong is at 559.9. Double car garage. I believe this one was trying to sell on their own, and the kitchen looks very nice. This, to me, stands out like a sore thumb. I think that doing a black or a stainless steel hood fan really does make a big difference. And California shutters in this one here too. It looks like they've upgraded the floors. That's that nice window you see from the street there. And yeah, I don't know. It looks okay. I mean, the pictures don't blow me away. 559. I think you're getting something that's certainly got the size. Armstrong's a really busy street too. That's the other thing. It's close to schools. There's a ton of parks close by, but there's consistent traffic noise on that street. That's the feeder street coming in off Derry. 1048 Easterbrook, and this one's 599. And nice high ceiling in that room there. Dining. You've got your kitchen. Sundial built this one, and you've got some decent hardwood floors here too. It looks like the tiles are nice in the ensuite. And you got a 100-foot lot here, so I don't know how big it is. That would be the main determining factor on this one. I would assume because it's got a den on the main floor that you're talking about at least 2,800 square feet. Little Crescent is the next one, 649, and so this is a relist. It backs onto the park, 45 by 86 foot property. And so 649, I'm not seeing a lot that separates this one from the one we just profiled at 599. But it certainly is nice. And you got a finished basement. So that would be I suppose the biggest difference between the two of them. Finished basement on a home this size might add, $20,000 to the price. 20, 25 maybe, depends on what it looks like. So 501 Cusick is at 775. It's a Coleridge model, and so when you look inside, it is lovely. I mean, there's no doubt about that. Hardwood floors. The kitchen has been extensively upgraded. The backsplash is beautiful. The moldings, upgraded hood fan, and it's a nice model. The kitchen's not huge. We do hear some complaints from buyers that, well, the kitchen seems a bit small to me. Great upstairs layout. The bedrooms are all huge. And so they finished the basement on this one here too. Nice thing about this one, instead of the Mattamy 56 by 80 feet, they moved it to a 50-foot, but then they increased it by almost 20 feet in the yard. So you're talking about 98.5 feet. That's a nice piece of land, and it's certainly, like, it's almost pool size, I would say, or perhaps pool plus a little bit. Good size. I know people that put a skating rink in their backyards that have this model. It's nice, 775 with that basement. I don't know if they've got a realistic shot. I mean, that's really high. The record breaker ever in Milton with a double lot was at 785. So I think they're in for some tough times at 775. But anyhow, I wish them the best of luck, and I wish you a fantastic weekend. And we'll see you back here on Monday with more Milton Daily Homes. Have a super, super weekend. And don't forget, you've got your 3 options just over there. And we'd love to help you get a chance to get together with you and meet you and just tell you what you need to know. Okay, so have a great weekend. Bye.